What's up, guys? Welcome again to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. Guys, in this episode, we are going to be discussing on three things without any much waste of time. Starting with Ronald Koeman, who just recently spoke out about his expectation for next season and of course expressed his satisfaction for the transfer business so far. He also spoke about Lionel Messi's future and of course says he is confident that Messi will extend his contract. So we'll be discussing much more on that as we progress. Secondly, we are going to be discussing about Ilaix Moriba's contractual situation. Of course, things have been very optimistic as I've been reporting lately that Moriba will extend a contract, and Barca is certain that he will extend that contract maybe 3 to 4 years. Guys, just recently, even though it have not been put to paper, pen to paper yet, just yesterday, Moriba's agents were spotted in the Barcelona offices, and of course, which means it is going to happen. It's for certain that things are happening in the background. So we are just waiting to see how things will unfold in the coming days. Then lastly, we'll be discussing on this latest transfer rumor as Barcelona are considering a move to bring Alejandro Grimaldo back to Spain. Of course, he was once in La Masia and now he plays for Benfica. He went to Benfica back in 2016. And Barca are seeking for his return. He's a very good left back. Of course, we all know we are looking for a left back, a Jordi Alba backup. Jose Gaya have always been on the radar, but things are looking so unlikely as it stands. So Laporta is trying to, look out other alternatives across Europe. There are many of them which are also very good for us. So as it stands, Barca have been linked with Alejandro Grimaldo. So coolers, as we are about to get into much details into those interesting stories, please endeavor to click on that subscribe button if you haven't, if you are new to this channel, and also ensure you watch this video right up to the very end so you get all the details of these stories you don't want to miss.
Barca! Barca! Barca!
Barcelona boss Ronald Koeman spoke to Spanish outlet Sport about his expectations for next season. He enjoyed a fairly successful transition season in charge of the broken club, but whether or not he would continue for another season became a subject of great debate before President Joan Laporta finally decided to trust him for at least another season. The Dutchman revealed that he was relieved and even seemed pretty content with Barcelona's business so far this summer, even though Georginio Wijnaldum slipped through the cracks. Koeman is keen on making the squad competitive again for next season and is optimistic about his second year. We are working on building a competitive team, one that will be much stronger than previous seasons, he began. Koeman had stated previously that the current Barcelona squad is not equipped enough to compete at the very highest level in the Champions League, something he wants to rectify. About Lionel Messi's continuity, he added, Messi has to finish his career at Barcelona, so I hope we can make it official soon. Laporta recently revealed that the negotiations between the club and Messi have been heading in a very positive direction, and it may only be a matter of time before the Argentine's contract renewal is announced officially. On to the next story of discussion. According to reports, Barcelona and La Masia team star Ilaix Moriba's agents were spotted in Barca offices yesterday. The young starlet enjoyed his breakthrough campaign this season under the tutelage of Ronald Koeman. Moriba was trusted ahead of experienced midfielders like Pjanic and others in the Dutchman's order of preference, racking up 536 minutes across 14 league appearances. Moriba has been a breath of fresh air for the Colours. Not only does he dominate the fundamentals required by a Blaugrana midfielder, he also brings a whole different skill set that is unique compared to most players that come out of La Masia. In a new generation of players, Moriba and Nico Gonzalez often stand out for their tall, strong and dominant build. While Gonzalez himself has enjoyed a stellar campaign with a subsidiary, Ilaix Moriba has taken it a step above by not only making his debut in La Liga, but shining in nearly every appearance he has made in the first team, bringing a mature understanding of several positional play concepts in at the tender age of 18. The young Guinean-born player is destined for stardom at Barca. Impressively, he does not carry himself similar to that of Barca legends Xavi Hernandez or Andres Iniesta, or perhaps he is different from even Riqui Puig and Pedri. Instead, Moriba offers the balanced profile of a tactically and technically proficient midfielder as well as a physically dominant, strong player. So it is therefore encouraging to hear that his representatives were spotted in Barca's offices. With his current contract running out next summer, it is important that Joan Laporta and his board get the youngster to pen down his next deal as soon as possible. With several financial constraints, the president will surely be looking to make an offer that isn't prematurely too high. Therefore, the risk of the youngster declining the contract remains. Only time will tell how the talks will unfold. but early sensations indicate that the youngster is keen to make a name for himself at Barca. And on to the final story of discussion. According to the latest report from AS, FC Barcelona are eyeing a summer swap for Alejandro Grimaldo. It appears the club is keen to adding reinforcements in the left-back position, someone who can provide cover for Jordi Alba, especially with Junior Firpo closing in on an exit. Barcelona's interest in Grimaldo is hardly surprising, as a left-back is a former La Masia Youth Academy member. He joined Benfica in 2016 for a fee of just over €1 million. The player is now valued at €22 million by transfer market, while Benfica want a fee of around €20 million for his services this summer. Grimaldo has established himself as one of the league's finest fullbacks during his 5.5 years in Portugal. He has been a first-team regular for Benfica for 4 straight seasons now. Notching up over 200 competitive appearances, the defender's tally of 13 goals and 41 assists is rather impressive in that time frame. 10 of his assists for Benfica came in the recently concluded 2020-21 campaign. Grimaldo, in fact, was the club's most creative player along with Darwin Núñez, and he has reportedly raised the eyebrows of Barcelona as they prepare for life without Junior Firpo. The former Real Betis fullback was linked with Arsenal earlier this year. His departure nonetheless appears to be guaranteed, having failed to earn the trust of the Barcelona camp. Ronald Koeman has targeted many potential replacements, including Ajax star Nicolas Tagliafico, while Portugal's rising star Nuno Mendes was another option. However, neither of them have the experience of previously playing in Spain, making Grimaldo quite an appealing option for the Catalans. As mentioned earlier, the Spaniard was a former member of the La Masia Academy, so he is therefore quite familiar with the club style of football and should settle quite easily at the Camp Nou next season. Unlike Tagliafico, Grimaldo is also better suited to playing as a wing-back due to his attacking qualities. It does indeed make him an ideal target for the Catalan Giants as they hope to restore their lost glory under newly elected President Laporta, who has already made some smart investments in the market this summer. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. So before giving my closing remarks, you can relate with me on other social networks, Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram, Viva Barca channel as you see below, and on Facebook at Viva Barca. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button and if you're a Barcelona supporter, what are you waiting for? Endeavor to do so to always stay up to date with everything Barca here on Viva Barca. Until next time, Visca el Barca.